So Koga got changed a ton in this update. I talked about it a little bit already across some other videos. Really, really cool stuff. Adrenaline Junkie in the base kit, super happy with. They did tune down his passive regen because of that. Bullet time got nerfed really heavily though from where it was on the PTS, down to 15% for 2 seconds. Fire rate movement, which really isn't that much. It is nice to have something on the dash, but you can't really play around it the way I sort of hoped you would be able to from when I talked about it. And the claws got hit really hard too. Definitely sad to see it. I feel like it takes away a little bit from the claws and SMGs being really different, with the claws being multi-target and piercing and stuff. Still a really good change. They still pierce, they just deal less damage per target. Unlike Fireball Fernando, it's kind of like the opposite, where it deals 30% less per hit and then a minimum of 200. The minimum is really important there, but yeah. I don't really like that change very much. They also removed the speed buff from the claws, but this one's a little bit different because you can still get the speed buff through the card, and the card that it replaced is basically in your base kit now max level. Your switch time is halved pretty much from what it was before, and if you still want the speed in the claws, you can run it. I think that one kind of makes sense compared to the PS1, which is just a direct nerf. This is just kind of like moved around a bit, but you're not really going to run cards around the dash because there's only 2 really, which is ammo, which isn't that good, nowhere near as good as the one on the F, and yeah, a little bit of a heal. So the build is going to be the same, still based around the F. I'm just going to try and right click a little bit more and play with the talent. I don't really like Blood Reaper or Dragon Fangs that much, so this will still probably be my default, even if I don't dash that much. Will help a little bit with the damage output, I guess, if you've got free charges. Alright, game 1, Onslaught Marauders port. We've got a full flank Corvus combo. Corvus, Andro, Sky, and Lex versus Victor, Nyx, Vatu, Makoa, and Genos. Bullet time is probably not the play here, it's probably Blood Reaper, so you can actually shred with the ultimate versus the tanks, but I'm going to try and show this off, and we'll go for sure the full F-step. Do we need the sustain? Is Corvus going to cover us, or do we go for the agility? We'll probably go for the agility, right, and just hope we can sort of dance around. Grabbing Unbound for the subjugation and the general scrap. There are the 4 towns. I'm not going to read through them, we don't have time. Corvus is going for damage, which is kind of concerning. I'm going to dash over this way and try and not die straight away. What am I doing? I don't know. The dash was also mad lagged. I don't know if it's going to come across in the video, but the dash, you would hear the click, I think, in the video, and then the dash would happen like a second after. Can't just blame the servers though, because that play was terrible, but there's big damage on the Makoa. Sure, I'm going to try and use the dashes aggressively here on this Victor. We should be able to burst through him. That extra 15% fire rate should be nice, but we're going to run out of ammo faster, which is why we didn't get the kill there. Do I go for Death Hands? Definitely not. It's a full life rip and an Unbound game here. Corvus going for stunning is honestly kind of throwing. Don't think it's any different, but for some reason my shots feel like they're going way more on target than normal. Like if I aim for headshots, I feel like I get them. We're going to go for the ultimate, shred through the Nyx. We don't need the talent, we can just clear a hit anyway, and also it's still just a ton of damage. Got kind of lucky with the dash because I was really off of actually landing it where I wanted to go, but that's fine. Sky ulted, damage here on the Makoa. Sure, I guess we kind of recovered it. I don't know why I wanted to sort of flank here. It's kind of a bad play. We're going to go all the way down. I know there's nobody on the bottom, so we should be fine. Yeah, I guess we're all right. That was a really weird play again. They're all on the top for some reason. I don't really want to go and just try and fight them up front. It's not going to work. Hello, Vatu. Big damage, my aim and the stutter aim, but we're fine. I will say I'm noticing the extra movement speed. I'm not really noticing the fire rate, which is the thing I thought I'd pick up on more. I know when I tried it on the PTS, I could tell that it was definitely faster, but in this one, not so much. We're going to go for ultimate here again, just to make sure that she's cleared. Am I dead? Got the dash. I'm gone. How is she still alive? She must have been getting heals and like the meter ticking up or something. I don't know how we didn't kill that Nyx. Don't know what the team is on. I feel like Corvus is kind of throwing this one, but haven't really been able to pay too much attention. We'll just dash and chase down the Victor. Yeah, when you're dashing after somebody, it feels way faster. The fire rate, though, really isn't that much different. I feel like it should be like 20%, although they were at, I think, 30, then it was 25, and now I think it's just going to probably stay at 15. I don't know. I don't really know what it should be at. I haven't played it enough, but yeah, definitely feels kind of weak with the fire at 15. Doesn't really feel like I'm getting a buff to it. Took me way too long to kill that. The jumps will dash in aggressively. There we go. I will say the energy recharge rate feels way too slow. I feel like it should be like 7.5 and not 6. 6 is not enough considering it was at 9 before. They're going to get rid of the Victor. Sure. Like my passive energy regen rate is so slow. We do have the built-in thing so we can fire, but I've really noticed that my energy. If you just look at it, it is not charging quickly. Feels like there's meant to be like a little bit too much time between fights compared to what there actually is in Paladins. We'll just dash after the Joust. I have the ultimate ready so we can go ahead and pop it. I've got weird momentum carry, but there we go. We cleared him. It wasn't too bad. We'll dash over this way. Probably should have had the F instead. I guess we're fine. Kind of makes me want to run like extra energy reset. The Lex just jumped off the map. This game is something else. Like I really don't know what I'm playing right now, but you can see when I use all my stacks, I have to wait so long before I can actually re-engage with my stacks ready. Don't know if maybe they won't be like that, where there's more time between like Koga can jump you with full stacks, but it does feel like a bit of an outlier compared to the rest of the changes that I can kind of sort of see, and maybe the claws as well, which I don't 100% like. But it's also just because I nerfed Koga and I like Koga, so don't take my opinion too seriously, I guess. Shots here on the 2 tanks. I will say, even in a scenario like this versus people who can super easily fire into it, does not feel like I have enough energy, which it shouldn't be the case, considering, again, we have the Adrenaline Junkie built in. I should definitely have enough. Can I get the jump? A dash? I don't really know what just happened, but sure. Corvus Ultimate does heal now, which is really cool. I don't think enough people know about that. I should mention it in the video, but yeah, I don't know when I would do the next Corvus one. Corvus Ultimate heals now, which is really cool if you stand in it as a friendly. It doesn't really show you that it heals. Do I go for the Ultimate here? Yeah, sure. Weird spot. Maybe we can get rid of the Vatu. Nice. Corvus heal 2. Okay, he's gone. I'm probably dead here, though. Unless I can get a dash off. That didn't give me enough heals. I thought I might be buying me enough time. I can't speak. We got it triple, though. Victor's just, like, pre-nading the spot. He must have his audio, like, full volume on his headset. I'm playing, obviously, with speakers and, like, don't really have my audio that high, but sometimes plays like that confuse me where I'm just getting, like, pre-naded, and it's because I'm not paying enough attention. There goes the Vatu. Sure, what is the plan? Do we just stay away from the Jonas and tick him? Somehow we've nearly recovered it. I'm kind of confused myself, to be honest. Victor's on the side, not Victor. Makoa. Victor is also here on the side. He's gone. Push on the Jonas. He should be free here. Nearly. I feel like Koga should have like 80 ammo and not 70. That would also kind of fix it. So I feel like sometimes I'm like 10 ammo for being able to clear somebody. Extra fire it on the Makoa. There we go. And he is gone. I don't even really feel like I've got a talent, to be honest. I'm noticing the speed on the dash, but yeah, compared to just playing, you know, Koga normally before, that is so jank. It really isn't that much different. Hello, Vatu. He's actually just going to try and run away. Okay, hello, Makoa. Dodge the hooks somehow. What am I doing? I'm just going to ignore those guys. We're going to go play the point, see if we can save the mess here. Victor's just seemingly melting the team in a lot of these fights. I'm going to go for the ultimate because the game's over. We might as well just try and get rid of the Victor, get a little bit of extra damage. But yeah, I don't know what this game was. To be honest with you, it's the most cooked one I've played in a minute. And that is saying something. Felt like a very odd game. I probably should have gone for the other talent, to be honest. But maybe the stats will sort of show. Victor, yeah, was definitely shredding. Nixon, Makoa did pretty standard stuff. Jones was healing. Vatu didn't really do that much. On our side, Sky tried. Lex and Andrew didn't really do that much. And Corvus didn't either. Corvus, for some reason, was trying to do damage there. Most of the time in a game like that, you're going to be better off going for the thing that deals more damage with your ultimate to tanks. Dragon Fangs also, if you like it. Bullet Time, it definitely isn't a bad talent. It just doesn't really feel that impactful in a match compared to normal Koga. And yeah, the setup was working. Probably should have gone for the one with the heal. This did work though too, just the speed of it didn't give us that much. Anyway, game 2, Siege of Bright Marsh, Azan, Amani, Omen and Furia versus Eevee, Corvus, Ceres, Amani and Nyx. We'll run the same thing and I'll do a clause video sometime soon instead of mixing them here. In this one we've got Tempering, Cell Bursting, Spreading Ice, Binary, Void, Soul Collector, Shove, Force, Pyromania, Spreading and Snow Globe. Snow Globe's going to be kind of annoying. We'll just run in. Don't really know what I should try and do in this one. I kind of just want to see how the match plays out. We'll switch to the claws and yeah, you see there how fast the switch time is and how high your damage is with the claws stance. Man, compared to the SMGs, it feels a little bit ridiculous. Dash to avoid a bit of the money damage, didn't really dodge that much though. Somehow didn't get hit by that. We'll switch to the claws again. Finish her off maybe. That one went out, but I don't think it dealt damage. I don't know what happened there. I got kind of caught out a little bit weird with some stuff. Don't think that at the moment though, like the sort of way he's been changed, I'd consider it like a massively stronger if it is stronger than what he was previously. But don't know what the Ceres is doing. Like SMG's damage just feels so low compared to like the claws. That is the 0-1, which is going to dash back a little bit. I don't usually use the dash unless I kind of have to, but sometimes when you do pop it, if you're going for the taunt, it is a nice little bit of a buff to speed and also yeah, fire rate. Definitely will say the energy gen is noticeably slower. Like I feel like I'm lower energy with Koga for sure compared to before, but like previous Adrenaline Junkie and you know, the charge rate being 9 a second instead of the 6, which you don't think you'd really pick up on that much. There goes the Eevee. But that is surprisingly one of the most noticeable parts of this change, is my energy just feels like it gens slow when I'm winning to get into the next fight. Grab more life, run back in, try and get rid of this Corvus maybe, or dash, sort of get the extra fire rate to finish him off. Claws, there we go. Gonna dash in, try and get the overtime. Actually managed to sort of stop it. Definitely is a bit of a tough one though, is what I was trying to say. We're gonna go for the ultimate here. Nyx ulted. I guess we kind of counter, but that damage really isn't that much. I tried to stand in the Fury Beam, I guess we're already full health. A big damage on it here. Really just doesn't feel like that much with the SMGs, even with the Fury ult there. That's obviously not any different from the changes. I just don't feel like I'm hitting that hard with the SMGs compared to if I could just switch and go through somebody, especially if I had a build for it where the energy goes down slower. I just feel like SMG's Koga after this change somehow is harder to recommend. Just heard the Money Dragon, don't know actually where it is. Eevee's ulting kind of early. We'll switch to the claws. She's not gone. I thought I might be able to clip her with that. She is out though. Somehow managed to save up by a little hit or two over there with the life rip. That's an Money Dragon. Fury Hill very luckily timed with the dash. Shots on her here. I'm going to just switch in a second and show you the difference with how hard you hit that 650. You do have to land the hits, and obviously it's a little bit maybe more difficult than the SMGs, but not by very much. I don't know what I'm doing. Eevee's ult to me again. Somehow managed to miss it. We'll claw switch, and yeah, there you go. You can see the damage is definitely a little bit low when you're hitting through people. With a mix up front, you notice that quite a bit more than a lot of the other tanks, but yeah, there's some big damage. I just feel like I should be in the claw stance way more than the SMG stance. I didn't really feel that as much before. I thought you kind of go into both. Hello, Ceres. Do I go for the ultimate here? I don't know. I feel like if I dance around, I'm getting life if it kind of works. I'm going to go for it here and try and shred through. That ain't going to work. Okay, Corvus ultimate 2, Amani ultimate. A dragon on this one is usually a bit of a problem unless you can get behind to clear him, which is kind of my job, but I never know where she ults. There are the stats though if you're interested. I feel like we did alright, to be honest, when you consider the rest of the damage stats there. We did get beaten up by the Amani, shouts out to that was their Nyx. She put in work, almost happy to go against the Nyx who's playing well. Overall, even though I do like these changes to Koga, I feel like they should readjust it upwards a little bit. 15% feels like it's a little bit too low, and specifically the energy gem passively at 6 is a little bit less, and I think makes sense. It should be more like a 7.5. So it was up, they put it down, I think it needs to go up a little bit again. That's what I'm trying to say. But the changes, actually the idea of them, I do kind of like. That is where I'm going to leave it. I hope you ever enjoyed the video. Thank you, of course, so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Leave a like if you've enjoyed. My voice is completely cooked, but I'll see you all in the next one. And yeah, as always, stay frosty.